Let's dive into a surprising twist in the ancestry of African Americans. Common belief holds that their lineage is predominantly African, with a dash of European and Native American heritage. Genetic studies seem to support this, showing African Americans with 73.2% African DNA, 24% European, and 0.8% Native American. But what if this narrative is flipped on its head? What if, in reality, a whopping 98% of African Americans actually have Native American roots? The narrative of the Native American populations prior to Columbus's arrival is a complex tapestry woven with the threads of many vibrant and diverse cultures. These indigenous peoples, often referred to as Indians, established intricate societies with rich traditions and deep connections to the lands of the Americas. The pre-Columbian era, as it is known, saw these communities flourish across the continent, from the intricate city-states of the Maya and Aztec to the vast networks of trade and kinship among the tribes of the Great Plains. However, the arrival of Columbus in 1492 marked the beginning of a seismic shift in the history of the Americas. The ensuing centuries brought about a cataclysmic decline in the Native American populations due to factors such as disease, warfare, and the brutalities of colonization. The narrative that many Native Americans were shipped as slaves to Europe and Africa is a contested and complex one, not widely supported by mainstream historical accounts. It is important to approach such claims with a critical understanding of the sources and evidence. The transatlantic slave trade, which began in the 16th century, is a well-documented historical fact, characterized by the forced migration of millions of Africans to the Americas. This tragic chapter in history saw the establishment of a system where human beings were treated as commodities, a system that left an indelible mark on the societies and economies of the world. The term Black Indians refers to people of mixed African and Native American ancestry, a testament to the complex intermingling of different cultures and peoples over centuries. The identities and histories of these individuals are part of the broader tapestry of American history, reflecting the resilience and adaptability of communities in the face of adversity. It is crucial to recognize the diversity and individuality of experiences within these groups. The histories of Native Americans and African Americans are each unique, with their own distinct trajectories, challenges, and triumphs. While there may have been instances of Native Americans being enslaved and transported, these are not representative of the experiences of the majority of the population. This overlooked chapter of history reveals that European colonizers relied heavily on Indian slaves for labor, sending them across the Caribbean and Europe. South Carolina's records from 1670 to 1730 provide solid evidence of at least 50,000 Indians being exported, often secretly to dodge taxes. This slave trade decimated tribes, with more Indians exported than Africans imported during certain periods. The colonial powers' strategies for economic dominance disrupted Indian communities, leading to migrations, armed slave hunts, and manipulations of the slave trade for political alliances. The Indian slave trade spanned from New Mexico to the Great Lakes, involving every tribe as captives or traders. Fast forward to the late 1700s, as the Indian slave trade gave way to the African slave trade, Native American women intermarried with African men, creating mixed-race descendants whose native identities faded over time. Public records were altered, and these individuals were labeled colored, obscuring their true heritage. The intersection of African American and Native American heritages is a complex and poignant part of American history. The 2015 settlement, which awarded over $1 billion to Native American tribes, was indeed a significant moment. It addressed long-standing disputes over the mismanagement of land and resources, and while it did not directly relate to the recognition of lineage, it highlighted the broader issues of identity and acknowledgement faced by many. The journey to recognition and the affirmation of one's heritage is deeply personal and, for some, intertwined with legal and political challenges. As America continues to grapple with its diverse and multifaceted history, the stories of individuals tracing their ancestry to both African American and Native American roots remain an essential part of the narrative, reflecting a tapestry of experiences that contribute to the country's rich cultural mosaic. The settlement is a reminder of the ongoing efforts to address historical grievances and the importance of honoring all facets of America's heritage. Dr. David Imhotep, an esteemed historian with a PhD in ancient African ancestry, posits a compelling argument that reshapes our understanding of the past. He suggests that the roots of all humans, including those who are native to the American continents, can be traced back to Africa. This assertion challenges the conventional narratives that have long dominated the annals of American history, prompting a profound re-evaluation of the stories we tell about the land and its people. According to Dr. Imhotep, the history of America does not start with the well-known tales of cowboys and Indians, but stretches back much further. His research supports the presence and legacy of Africans in ancient America long before the arrival of Christopher Columbus. This perspective not only redefines the timeline of human settlement in the Americas, but also highlights the intricate interplay between Black and Native American identities. It is a call to acknowledge the deep and enduring connections between these cultures, which have been overlooked or minimized in many historical accounts. Dr. Imhotep's work is part of a growing body of scholarship that seeks to illuminate the African presence in pre-Columbian America. His findings are supported by a wealth of evidence, including cultural analogies between Native Americans and Africans, the transportation of plants, animals, and textiles between the continents, and the oral accounts of the explorers themselves. This evidence points to a much earlier and more significant African influence on the civilizations of the New World than previously acknowledged. The implications of Dr. Imhotep's research are far-reaching. They challenge us to reconsider the origins of American society and the contributions of African peoples to its development. By examining the scientific and geological evidence, Dr. Imhotep makes a passionate case for a radical rewrite of orthodox history, one that recognizes the African explorers who, according to his research, were in America before the Vikings or Columbus. His work underscores the importance of a diverse and inclusive historical narrative that honors the complex tapestry of identities that have shaped the American experience. In doing so, it opens up new avenues for understanding the past and reimagining the future of a nation built on the contributions of many cultures. Dr. Imhotep's scholarship is a testament to the power of history to enlighten, inspire, and transform our perception of the world around us. It is a reminder that the story of America is one of convergence and coalescence, a tale of diverse peoples coming together to forge a shared destiny. The native Black Americans, as Dr. Imhotep reveals, are an integral part of this story, their histories and legacies interwoven with the broader narrative of the American continent. As we continue to explore and expand our historical horizons, it is clear that the work of scholars like Dr. Imhotep will play a crucial role in shaping a more complete and truthful understanding of our collective past. The exploration of the African influence in ancient America is a subject that has captivated historians and scholars for decades. Ivan van Sertima's They Came Before Columbus is a seminal work that delves into this topic with a wealth of evidence and scholarly research. Van Sertima's book presents a compelling case for the presence of Africans in the New World centuries before the voyages of Columbus. His research points to the advanced maritime capabilities of ancient African civilizations, suggesting that they had the means to cross the Atlantic and interact with the indigenous peoples of the Americas. The cultural parallels he draws between the two continents, from artistic expressions to linguistic similarities and shared spiritual practices, are indeed thought-provoking. These connections imply a level of contact and exchange that could reshape our understanding of pre-Columbian history. While Van Sertima's theories have sparked debate and controversy, they underscore the importance of considering a diverse range of perspectives when studying the past. The narrative of history is enriched by exploring these potential intercontinental connections and recognizing the achievements of African explorers and their possible impact on the cultures they encountered. This line of inquiry not only broadens the scope of historical discourse, but also celebrates the interconnectedness of human civilizations. The legacy of such work is a reminder that history is a tapestry woven from the threads of countless people's stories, contributions, and shared experiences. This narrative challenges the notion that Black identity fits a single category. Afro-Indigenous, Black Native, or Black with a tribal identity. These terms reflect the rich tapestry of Black heritage. By embracing both African and Native roots, Black individuals defy America's tendency to box people into neat racial categories. They navigate the pressures of authenticity, blending their identities through language and new expressions that honor their unique lineage. Since the first encounters between Africans and Native Americans, these communities have forged bonds, resisted oppression, and created resilient modes of resistance. From abolitionist movements to free towns and cross-cultural alliances, their unyielding spirit has birthed lasting movements for freedom, standing together against adversity. Now, we turn to you. Do you see Black Americans as descendants of African slaves, or do they have native, indigenous roots? Why do you think there's a veil over the true ancestry of Black Americans? Share your thoughts below. And if you've explored your DNA, let us know your findings. Are you part of the native Black Indian lineage? If you're eager for more content like this, show your support. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for updates, and dive into our channel's rich collection of videos. Your engagement fuels our journey through Black history.